What's up everyone, it's Average Old back with another average video for the average viewer. So, about 6 weeks ago I picked up Battlefield 5 on sale, and I'd originally given it a miss due to its lacklustre promotional campaign and a roster of in-game content shallower than a fleshlight from Wish. But, 7 months after release and a few patches down the line, and I have to say, this is fun. Really fucking fun. I'm not sure why I'm surprised, to be honest. I've been an avid fan of the Battlefield series since Bad Company 2, but being released alongside Black Ops 4, Assassin's Creed, Red Dead Redemption, I guess I just let it slip under my radar. Now, let's get a few caveats out of the way first. I'm fully aware that the game is plagued with bugs, from invisible players to getting stuck in terrain, and I'll say it isn't acceptable for this sort of full-price AAA title. And also, it can't be ignored that the game launched completely unfinished, with many fan favourite game modes absent from the base game, including the Battlefield staple Rush. This was amplified by the fact that Firestorm, the game's flagship Battle Royale mode, didn't release for 3 months after the game was out. It's like buying a trouser suit online only to find out the zips and buttons won't be coming until after you wanted to wear it. And to be honest, it's fucking criminal. These companies serve up these shit sandwiches and try to mask the foul taste with this games alive service bullshit wank sauce. But anyway, I digress. I could go on and make a video about all the reasons why Battlefield 5 is disappointing, but I feel like many other creators have covered the subject in a much more clairvoyant way than I could. So, I want to make a video to the contrary, about all the things that are actually making Battlefield 5 a really fun game. First of all, I'll start with the obvious. Battlefield 5 is a Battlefield game. Yeah, fucking nuts, I know. But seriously, how many other franchises can you play a huge scale war and start by flying a fighter jet, having intense dogfights, to getting down and dirty with an SMG on the front lines, fighting with gunplay so tight that Mick Jagger could wear it as a pair of fucking jeans? The core experience of a Battlefield game is still all there, and it's still at the top of its field. Another thing I find extremely compelling about the game is the setting. I know World War II has been extremely played out, but honestly I find it the most immersive World War II experience I've played to date, regardless of whether I'm playing as a woman in World War II or not. But seriously, compared to Call of Duty's last attempt at a World War game, Battlefield makes COD look like the burger your mum says she's got at home when you ask for McDonald's. The game is awesome, and I've gone to bed many a night still hearing explosions and screams of people I can't be fucked to revive. Actually, that might not be such a good thing. As an extension of the war theme, the way that the content is coming to us is actually really interesting, and at least a little bit different. The Tide of War part of the game is adding content chronologically, meaning that the game launched with factions and battles from the beginning of the war, and we have all the big battles in later years to look forward to. And to be honest, for the time being at least, it's actually keeping me extremely engaged with the game. Going back to the actual gameplay, I'd forgotten just how awesome and diverse each game could be. I know it's become a bit of a buzzword in gaming these days, but Battlefield games really are anecdote generators. Like the other day, I was in a big open map, Panzerstorm I think, and I was playing cat and mouse with a tank. I managed to hide behind a wall. As the tank crashed through it, I threw 2 sticks of dynamite and sent a fucking bazooka up the fucker's ass, and honestly it felt so cool sticking it to him that I nearly knocked my controller out of my hand with my massive hard-on. Wait, what the fuck? That's just one of 100 epic moments I've had in the last 6 or 7 weeks I've been playing. It really is an incredible experience. And finally, the sniping. The fucking sniping. Nothing is more satisfying than lining up that perfect headshot on some unsuspecting kid halfway across the map and hearing that ting, and you imagine him screaming "what the fuck" and smashing his controller up. That sort of sniping is rare to find in games these days. Take COD as an example again. If you try and snipe on there, then you have to run around and play like someone had given Chris Kyle a kilo of meth and told him the other team was fucking his wife. I'm not saying that Battlefield is a true sniper simulator, but it's the closest you can get with it still being a fun and fast-paced experience. I realise that a lot of the problems surrounding this game are awful, potentially game-breaking, but at the end of the day, boycotting the game is probably the right thing to do for the industry, but fuck me, are you missing out on some fun. It's the same reason I still eat meat. I know it's killing the industry, it's probably even killing me. Nothing makes me happier when I'm gripping a burger so big it looks like a dancer's ass in a rap video and the juices are all running down my arm like a... You get the point, no need to overdo it. Battlefield 5 is not a perfect game, and it's a depressing sign of the times and the buy now, get later climate we're living in. But honestly, if you take the game for what it is and just give it a chance, I promise you that Battlefield 5 has so much it can offer you. Anyway, that's my 2 cents on the subject. I'd love to hear what you have to say about it. Have you played Battlefield 5 and enjoyed it? Or perhaps you've given it a miss because of all the bad press? Please let me know in the comments. Please like and subscribe if you'd enjoyed the video. Until next time, I'm Average Ol. Peace.